It's a new day. It's a new Sorare. Let's dive into it. The wait is finally over. Our new gameplay is live. And I'm also in a new house, so you could probably hear an echo. I apologize for that. I am getting it sorted, but it might take a couple days. Sorare announces the transition period update. And of course, with that comes our brand new division placements, comes a brand new lobby screen, and a few other really cool things. So to touch upon a few things, first of all, I want to look at the special weeklies, right? The MLS special weekly will run for 2 more game weeks. Remember that the prize pools for this special weekly increase gradually with each game week. Don't forget to prepare your teams for a chance to win amazing cash prizes. As previously announced, K-League and J-League special weeklies with 100k in total prizes are also on the way. We also have a continental special weekly competition. They'll be celebrating the continental, European and American competitions in style for our first Continental Nights special weekly from April 9th to April 12th, which is also pretty cool. So I thought we'd dive into the main thing, which obviously is the brand new lobby and of course our division placements. I thought I'd go through my division placements. You guys can let me know yours in the comments down below. And we can maybe think about how we're going to tackle this as well. Because I'll be honest with you, I still feel so clueless about what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I feel so like, I don't know. I tried to plan things, and as the time gradually got closer to this date, I've continuously felt like I'm going to be okay. And then we finally got here, and now I feel so panicked and I don't know what I'm doing. So in the Premier League, my Super Rare in-seasons and Classic are both in Div 2. So both my in-season Super Rare and my Classic Super Rare team is both in Div 2. And then my 3 rare teams, in-season Team A is in Div 3. Classic Season Team A is in Div 2, which I think is quite fair, and then Classic Season Team B is in Div 3. I don't have that many Prem cards. I don't have that many great Prem cards. I have a couple of decent Classic ones, which is why it makes sense I'm in Div 2 for the Classic Premier League one, but I don't have the best Prem cards. And I'd be honest with you, probably won't be playing much Premier League between now and the end of the season. Depends on rewards and stuff like that as well. Champion is probably where I'm most excited and maybe strongest as well. My 2 Super Rare teams in Classic and in Season are both in Div 2. Then I have 1 in Season and 1 Classic in Div 1, 1 in Season, 1 Classic in Div 2, and then I think I'll probably have more. I think if you add more teams, you'll gradually go down the list, I imagine. Challenger, I have a Super Rare Classic team in Div 1, and then an in-season and Classic Rare teams in Div 1, and a Limited team in Div 1. Then the rest of it is in Div 2, bar team being Classic Limited, which is in Div 3. I don't even know if I can field more than 1 limited team realistically. But Challenger is probably my second strongest, so it makes a lot of sense. Then Contender, I am probably weakest in, bar Premier League. And yeah, I've got 1 Classic Season Div 2 team. That'll probably be with my Newell's Old Boys players. And then of course we have down here the special weeklies: Cap 240, 220, 270, All-Star, U23 and Training, which is obviously all down the bottom there if you're wondering what that was as well. I will say Sorare did actually have me test the UI a few weeks ago, and even the new UI that's coming like this, I like it a lot. I'm a big fan. It feels really nice and I don't know what the word is, just easy to navigate like this, so I'm a big fan. In terms of the prize pools, we already know what the prize pools are, but I guess now you can probably get more of an idea if you're in, say, in-season Div 1. You can see the prize pool for Div 1. First place, $2,200, and then last place is $90, which I think is pretty decent. And I imagine I'll be playing an in-season champion rare team. Now, I'm still going to build all my lineups over here on Sorare data, just because I like having pick scores. I like seeing my lineups like this. It's just been the process I've always done. So I quite enjoy this process, and I guess we'll have a look. And just looking at a lot of my teams, I feel like I'm going to be strongest in Champion and MLS this week. I feel like I'm going to have a really good MLS Rare team this week. Let me have a quick look. So we've got Steve Clark at home to the SJ Earthquakes. He'll definitely be my keeper. Defend is difficult because we've got Griffin Dorsey, who does have the potential to score well. Mikael, who's got good potential to score well. I would also be tempted to go and get myself a Pablo Escobar. But we also have Mickey Imane. We have Clicks at home to Montreal Impact. Roldan away to LA Galaxy. I think I'm going to have to go with Delgado and Painter here as well. 63 points to finish off the team. Ooh. Click. I could go with Mateus Click. I could do that. He's at home. I quite like that. I think that team is very strong. If I was to captain Paintsil there, I think that's a really good MLS team. With the improved prize pool this week, I think, because they improve often. Like every game week, I think they go up a little bit. So that could be my MLS weekly team. I also think, now this is going to sound hilarious coming from me because I have spent the last God knows how long telling people to stop prioritizing Cap 240, but especially in Super Rare level at the moment, it to me doesn't make sense to not prioritize Cap 240. Like, if you can get the 400 points, that is, if you don't have a really, really bad set of Cap 240 teams, like, there isn't many places that you can finish that can get you that $320 that you can get from Cap 240. So, I mean, I have the FC Twente boys playing at home to Heracles. Best game is one of the best games of the entire season they can get. I'm definitely going to be prioritizing Cap 240 this week. I'm definitely going to try and play some of my best cards here. Joseph Paintsil with a 48 is crazy. He's going straight in there. Now I just need a midfielder and an extra with 86 points. I feel like Sadalek makes a lot of sense, keeping the FC Twente. Keeping it FC Twente. Extra, how much is Robin Prupper? Prupper is 51 points. What can I afford in terms of midfielders? Not a whole lot. I mean, we do have Mikic. No, I think we go Sadalek, and then we have 39 points left over. What can I run here? Now, these will probably get changed between now and then. It's just a rough look, but yeah, it's a weird one at the moment. It feels really strange at the moment, trying to figure out how I'm going to build my lineups. I don't know what to do, realistically. I could go with Angelino. He came on for the injured Spinazzola, what injury does Spinazzola have? Muscle injury. Don't know how long he's out for. So it could mean that he starts. They've got a favourable matchup as well. I mean, that, to be honest, is a pretty decent team. I would captain Paints just because I love Paintsil. That's a really nice team, to be fair, in Cap 240. I think I could definitely hit the 400 points with that. I don't know if I would prioritise All-Star or not. In terms of the prize pool for All-Star, what even is the prize pool? Because they don't pay down anymore, do they? It's just, right, $11,000 in rare. What's the total cash? Oh, they do pay down still. Oh, mad. You still do get paid down. I was watching the Sorare data show yesterday. They said he didn't. They lied. They clearly lied. Oh, wow. Okay. So I guess prioritizing All-Star still makes a lot of sense. I'm not really sure. I feel like Champion in season, I'm going to have some nice cards. What do I have for Champion in season this week? I'm not going to use Super Rare Zetera there, am I? I'm probably going to use a Koya. What do you have? 33% on Mere. I don't really have good goalkeepers this week, realistically. Could go Mignon. Fiorentina, not a bad team, though. That's going to be difficult. What do I have for defenders? I think Dante's got a good matchup this week. Van Hecker against Liverpool is a double A. That makes no sense. Munoz makes sense. Yeah, Dante's got a really nice, favourable matchup this week. I don't know who will be my classic card. I think Orsolini's at home as well. Yeah, he's got the god tier matchup. Realistically, right? If I run, let's say I put a Koye in there for now. If I have, who would I have classic? Bruno Fernandes against Brentford? Or Tony Kroos at home to Athletic Club? Ooh. Do you know what's funny? It almost feels like a waste playing 5 in-season cards when you can use one classic. But at the same time, I feel like people are going to fall into this trap like I just thought then, and being like, you know what, I'm going to play Bruno so I can use Tony Kroos elsewhere. In reality, Sorare's always been about making your best matchups, or your best lineup, sorry, and that's probably my best lineup. And I think in Div 1, that's competitive, in Div 1 Champion Season Rare, so I might play that, and I don't want to fall into the trap of playing cards in certain places that don't make sense because they're either in season or they're classic. But that's what this update has kind of got me feeling like. So yeah, that's interesting. I've not actually tried to submit a team yet. Should I try and submit a team? Just like in here and just see what it's like. So in season team A. Oh, you get to name it as well. Forgot about that. We're going to call this. What's a funny name? I don't know. I don't have a funny name. Subscribe to It's Haber. There you go. That's a funny name. Because then, when people compete, boom, subscribe to. It's Haber. What do we go with? Okoye. Where is Dante? Where's my boy Dante? Dante, where are you? There you are. Dante, Dougie Luiz. No, not Pulisic. Not Pulisic. God, Griezmann might be back as well. Oh, we got some players back. Like that. So if I ran that... Uh-oh. Leaderboard should be the entry 1 for the league track. Okay. All right. Glad to know it's working then. Okie dokie. That's good to know. Now what? What do I do then? Let me just put in a random team real quick. Just see if it works. Your team has been saved. Right. Why did the other one not work then? Oh, you know what? It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay. All right, we'll figure that out at some point. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it, guys. Of course, now you can play super rares down, even as far as limited, which is quite funny. I could not imagine what it'd be like playing... Well, I'm pretty sure you could play super rares down limited. I guess it's not working for this unless it has to be in a certain comp or something. I'm not really sure. If I went to... What do I just clicked on? Challenger Classic. Yeah, I mean... I guess we still have Rare Plus in some form, I guess. Like, it feels like I've got Rare Plus if I just build a lineup that looks like this, right? Like, it kind of feels like it's Rare Plus, even though it's not, you know? I won't be doing that, but I will miss Rare Plus massively. No, but, like, I'm quite excited for, like, the transitional period, to be honest. I'm quite excited to see how it goes. I think that there is going to be big opportunity for the next couple of weeks where people aren't really understanding where their best lineup should go. Or people do understand and that's why they gain an advantage. I think what we'll see is a lot of people make really poor decisions based on like, oh, I want to play, I can't, like what I just said earlier, oh, I can't realistically play 5 in-seasons in the in-season. It's just a waste of in-seasons. In reality, that makes no sense. You build your best lineup regardless, right? So that's what I'm saying. I think it'll be interesting to see how things go and the decisions people make. I do think that I will probably run this lineup in some form. I think that'll probably be my first in-season lineup. And I really like the new UI as well. I think it's really cool. Obviously, you've got down here your matchups as well. It shows you like, okay, Udinese play Sassuolo at 2 p.m. on April 1st. And then we've got a 2 p.m. game on March 31st, March 30th, whatnot. So, like, yeah, like I think it's pretty cool. Wait, April 1st is a Monday, is it not? 2 p.m. April 1st? I guess it's Easter weekend. Fair enough. And yeah, and the prize pool's like, you know, this makes it a lot easier to understand, a lot more easy to understand. The leaderboards looks cool as well, but I can't remember how you get to the leaderboards. So I feel like I'm kind of silly for that. But I do remember they showed me how to do it, and I can't actually remember how you do it. But it looks really cool too. And I'm just going to name all my teams self-promotion of my YouTube channel, because why not? I wonder what I have in Champion that I can run. So Bournemouth at home to Everton is actually a really good matchup because Everton cannot score goals at the moment. Maybe an international break fixes that, but I also think that Palace away to Nottingham Forest is also a good shout, so we'll throw that in there. Villa, Wolves, or Brentford United. I do think McTominay likely starts because I believe Casemiro is still injured, so I could run McTominay. Here's the issue. I'm probably better off either playing this in All-Star with different players, or because like this team's not that strong realistically, or I could play it in Prem where I'm in a lower division and might win money, but I don't know, this team doesn't seem that strong to me looking at what I have in terms of like there's my 3 in seasons, so now I can pick any sort, so I could run something like that, for example. That's not that strong of a lineup in my opinion. I don't know, we're gonna have to figure that out. The prize pool is obviously quite nice, but you know, it only pays down to like 14th place, and there'll be, I don't know how many people in Div 2. Again, I can't remember how to see the leaderboards, but like, yeah, I guess we'll see. But yeah, so the updates here, I think it's really cool. I'm excited. I'm going to be building out lineups. I'll probably make a lineup builder video on Friday, showing you guys my lineups and whatnot. Let me know down below what division you guys are in and for your best lineups and what you're going to be playing. And let me know what you think of the transitional period and if you're excited for it. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next video.